2-1 your final in overtime here at First Ontario Centre. The Rockford Ice Hogs over the Hamilton Bulldogs. Laura Barney with Matt Holmes. And Matt, once again, we see an overtime game.
Yeah, another overtime game. We get to the 3-on-3 again. It holds the test just like last night against the Marlies. It is exciting, but again tonight it bites the Bulldogs right in the back end.
This is something we saw a lot of the Bulldogs last year. I know it's early in the season. They play very well in the first and then come out a little bit more flat in the second, a little bit more flat in the third.
Yeah, it was one of those games. They put 20 shots on net in the first period, and Darling, the goaltender for Rockford tonight, was just lights out, and you have to give him all the credit in the world for what he put together. But it seemed like Rockford was flat in the first period. Then they came out a little bit stronger in the second period, obviously tied it up at that point in time. And it was just kind of a slow-moving last half of the game where both teams were kind of happy playing the defensive game through the neutral zone and saying, let's see if we can play for the point that we've got in our hand, and then we'll see what happens in overtime. You hate to think that was going on because there were a couple of good chances going both ways, but at the same time, you get the point. You take 2 points out of the weekend. I guess that's a semi-win.
Now let's talk about the play of Mike Condon. Of course, he was a call-up goaltender last year. He did play well. Just that one goal in overtime, that's all it takes. But now he gets to see himself in the lineup this year. Yeah,
it's last year I think everybody looked at what he was doing down in the ECHL and said, here's this guy playing for Wheeling that's putting up amazing numbers and leading a Naylor team to some victories that maybe they shouldn't have been winning at that point in time. And through the course of training camp, he was getting a good look out in St. John's, played an entire game, and his size and his structure seems to be there. It's just kind of a matter of kind of smoothing out some of the rougher edges of his game, and tonight he played great between the pipes for the Bulldogs. And in overtime, even that goal, the game winner, he made two great saves before Regan put the final one in. So you can't put it on his shoulders by any stretch of the imagination. And I think this is one of those things. He's got Joey McDonald to give him the tutelage, and down the road, he should be into a solid AHLer.
All right, Matt, thank you very much for your thoughts as always. The Hamilton Bulldogs will face off against the Toronto Marlies at Ricoh Coliseum next week, and then they're back here at First Ontario Saturday and Sunday against the San Antonio Rampage.